ask, at this point in time, there's a colleague in the media who is not behaving. May I ask that to partake with us, please? At this point in time, I will ask Comrade President to just say a quick remark about the purpose of your visit here and your interaction with the people of Soweto.
Thanks, Mashleng. Well, let me join in saying thanks a lot for coming. It's not the best circumstances for us to hear one another. But as you can see from this, I came to Jaulani Mall to distribute this leaflet. To say, to ask the people of Soweto to vote for the ANC at the end of April, 29th, of May. As you can see, I think the response is very good. I have not been in Soweto for some time, but I know the response of the people. Have campaigned here before and will come here again because I think it is important that we should indeed return the ANC to power. I know there are many problems in the country, even problems within the ANC. And so as we say vote ANC, we're also making a commitment to the people that we will attend to the problems within the ANC itself to make sure that it is able to discharge its responsibilities to the population. But I think fortunately, my knowledge of the people of Soweto is that they will listen to that, and I hope they will. Because it's a challenge to address all of these problems, unemployment, poverty, crime, everything. And I think the ANC can do it, but it's an ANC that must be transformed. And so I make that kind of commitment to these voters that will also attend to the ANC itself so that it can deliver on its promises. But thanks a lot thanks for coming.
Mr. President, is this an indication that you have put some of your concerns about the ANC to one side for the purposes of this election campaign? And will we be seeing more of you on the campaign trail?
Definitely, yes. We'll see more on the campaign trail, but no, I have not put aside my concerns. The concerns that are expressed by the people, when the people say we're unhappy about this, about the other, about the ANC, those concerns are genuine. And we must attend to them. That's why I'm saying that part of when I say to people, vote ANC, I'm also making a commitment to the people that will attend to these problems within the ANC itself. Because it must really discharge its responsibilities.
Okay, President, why have you changed your mind about campaigning for the ANC?
I've never changed my mind.
So the statement that you said that campaigning for the ANC while there's all criminal activities happening within the party.
No, I've never changed my mind. I said to the ANC, the same point I'm making now. If ANC is necessary for the ANC to attend to its own internal problems, which they are. When the ANC said to itself, we must renew ourselves, that was very good. It comes from conferences. It was correct. The ANC must renew itself. Those are conference decisions because of what's not right within the ANC. So I've never changed my mind about this. That's why I'm saying I want to make a commitment as we campaign and say to the people, vote ANC. We must also say to the people, we'll also attend to this ANC. These complaints that you have must be addressed.
SIPC, the hand has been up, followed by ENCA, followed by Sunday Well.
Some from the SIPC. Mr. President, you've not actively campaigned like this since 2007. Looking at the scenarios and the events that have taken place since then, do you feel vindicated that the man whom took over from you, who subsequently went to open his own party, do you feel vindicated that you were never part of what transpired post-2007? And do you think the incumbent leadership has what it takes to renew the ANC and to get over the 50% threshold this time around, knowing the electoral problems the ANC is faced with that individual from the
Some people must take into account that for all of these years that you are talking about, I've always been a member of the ANC.
Yes.
During all of those years. So I think as a member of the ANC, I must take responsibility for what the ANC does or doesn't do. The rights and the wrongs of it. It's our fault. I'm part of that. And it's our challenge. I'm not an elected official of the ANC, but I'm a senior member of the ANC. And it's our responsibility as that senior leadership to make sure that we do the right things in terms of what the demands of the people are. And I'm saying even with regard to the competence, you'll see it in the manifesto of the ANC, when it talks about an ethical leadership, a responsible leadership. It's to address this matter, that the ANC itself must take care of itself to make sure that it is what the people expect of it, what the people expect of the ANC to be.
Thank you very much, ENCA.
My question is very simple. There are people who say, yes, the ANC collectively, you are cowards, because you have the former party president who has taken an oppositional position and is campaigning for another party, and you just don't seem to have what it takes to decisively expel him. What is your position? Do you think he ought to be expelled right away, or this should be dragged beyond the elections?
You see, the position has been taken by the leadership, and I think they're probably right about this, is that there are certain set procedures in the constitution of the ANC as to how you expel a member. That it is necessary for the ANC itself to respect that constitution, so that it does not behave in any manner, in a lawless manner, in terms of its own laws. And therefore the decisions to take him to disciplinary committee and so on, that's what's prescribed in the constitution. It's not cowardice. It's that I think that loyalty to its own constitution is important, in the same way that we must also be loyal to the national constitution. So I think the position that the ANC leadership has taken on this, in terms of procedure, is correct.
Sunday World?
Well, I don't know, the ANC will, that question will be answered by the people. The ANC will go to the people to say, you know who we are. This is what we want to do. This is what we say in our manifesto. We recognize the weaknesses in ourselves. This is what we're going to do to correct them. And so it's the people who will answer that question.
Yes, Mr. President, we understand that your position is that whenever you speak in public, you'll have to speak the truth. And that's part of what makes it difficult for you to come and campaign outright for the ANC. How are you feeling about that right now that you've just hit a half circle across the board?
No, see, as I've said this, that I've been a member of the ANC for over 60 years. And I think as a member of the ANC, I've got an obligation. When the ANC goes out to the population and say, please elect us in order that we do the following, I think it's the responsibility of all members of the ANC, including myself, to respond to that. And that's all we're doing.
We're done.
All right,
We're done.
thanks.
Thank you very much.